Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Brooklyn Beats and the Cleveland Browns. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jameis to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
A gain of 45 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A first down throw for Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Harrison.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Jordan Reed has it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
To Jordan Reed.
Jordan Reed, his first touchdown on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0.
Makes the score beats 7. Browns nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Returnable for Lockett. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle, because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And almost intercepted. He could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Harrison Smith.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Winston. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Brooklyn.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. To the air again with Winston. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Touchdown!
Winston.
Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A good running there by Kamara on first down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Running with Kamara, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On play action, they'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Check 52.
Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. 21-0 our score after 1.
The score beats 21. Browns nothing.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Check the hot read. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now Gordon on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you... They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Winston. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Down at the 31.
They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Browns on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Under 10.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Keep it up.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. On third down, here's Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On the ground, this is Kamara. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26.
Take over 1st down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Winston. We got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Jameis now on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Strip that ball. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
They run it again with Kamara. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gano for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score, beats 31. Browns 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here.
Number 40,
just a yard up to the 39.
Ball carrier.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Stop your whining.
2nd and 9 now. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. DJ Waddle just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2 times. 3 down. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
3rd and long for Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they bring out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On first down, it's Gordon. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go. Here we go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
All day, baby. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you easy.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Nick Kwiatkowski there on the tackle. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Ready. 525.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
Harrison Smith.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
They'll try to throw now. Winston rolling to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead. But these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Again, it's Kamara. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
36-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, we got to go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
It's 2nd and inches at the 19-yard line.
Now Kamara. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll get this up to the 25.
Cleveland Browns.
Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Where we go? Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Who's rocking 60? Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Coming. Hey, check Mike 21.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Brooklyn, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.